What's going on, you guys? Keith Carnes here, bringing you a new video today. Today I decided to do something a little different than I've ever done before, and this is a predictions for a WWE pay-per-view. As you guys know, on Sunday, March 29th, as of this recording, is only 4 days away. So I decided, kind of at the last minute, to give my predictions on each match and who I think is going to win and why at WrestleMania 31 this Sunday, as of this recording. Thank you very much for viewing. Let's get into it. So first up, we got the kickoff pre-show, a fatal four-way for the WWE Tag Team titles. That's a really cool pre-show matchup, but I definitely think it belonged on the card. I think it would have been cooler to have it on the card, but I digress. So in this match, we're going to see the Usos, the Los Matadors, Big E, and Kofi Kingston. All of those teams challenging Cesaro and Tyson Kidd for the WWE Tag Team straps. So, who do I think is going to win? I really see Cesaro and Tyson Kidd retaining. I don't think they're going to lose them yet. They just won the titles. We all know that Jey Uso from the Usos has a shoulder injury, so they're definitely not winning them because he's probably going to have to go have surgery or at least heal up. Los Matadors, they haven't really been relevant. They've just been kind of there, and they've been kind of getting their asses kicked like every match. The only team I can really see winning besides the champions is definitely Big E and Kofi, because they've been kind of on a roll with the whole New Day thing. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's kind of stupid. But hey, what do I know, right? So that's my prediction for that match. Next up, we have the very, 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 very anticipated match of Bray Wyatt takes on The Undertaker. Now, this match is definitely interesting this year, as we know that The Undertaker is no longer undefeated. So The Undertaker could very easily lose on Sunday for the second time at WrestleMania against Bray Wyatt. Now, do I think The Undertaker is going to suffer his second loss at WrestleMania? No. I don't believe it at all. I think The Undertaker will defeat Bray Wyatt, but I do believe it's going to be a great match, and I'm very, very excited for it. Why do I think The Undertaker is going to win? Because he lost last year. If he loses yet again, that's just really going to damage The Undertaker. That's what I believe. You know, I mean, it's like he lost the streak in a really shitty match against Lesnar. That's bad enough. But to have him lose 2 years in a row, I don't think that's going to go over very well if he loses. Next up, we have Seth Rollins against Randy Orton. This is a match where I'm kind of like, meh. It's a match where I'm kind of like, meh about it. You know, I'm not really heavy on it. Who do I think is going to win? I definitely see Randy Orton picking up the win in this one. I don't, you know, I'm a huge Seth Rollins fan. I'd rather see him go over Orton, but I just don't see Randy Orton losing this. He's got a lot of momentum. He's a babyface again. He's very popular with the fans. So Randy Orton is definitely going to win that, in my opinion. Next up, we have AJ Lee and Paige teaming up against the Bella Twins. This is another match I could care less about because the Divas matches have just been really bad in WWE for the last like 5-6 years. So who do I think is going to win? I definitely see the Bella Twins winning this one, just simply because AJ and Paige don't get along, and they had that big falling out on Raw again where they just can't get along. So I don't see the Bellas losing. They're doing good together, while Paige and AJ, they can't get along. So I think either Paige or AJ is going to cost one another the match at Mania. And I think it'll be a shitty match. Next up, pretty much, I think the biggest match anybody's looking forward to is definitely Triple H versus Sting. Sting's first match ever in the WWE. This is an extremely exciting match. I can't wait. It's the #1 match I'm looking forward to, followed very closely by the Undertaker-Wyatt match. I definitely see Sting winning this. If Sting does lose, I will definitely give credit to WWE, because I don't think anybody sees that coming, nor do I think anybody thinks it's going to happen. But, I mean, it is possible. Sting could lose his debut match, but I really don't think that's going to happen. What would be the point? Triple H doesn't have anything more to prove. Sting has never been in WWE, so he does have something to prove. And I can't see Sting losing. I really can't, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. But Sting is definitely my pick on that one. Next up, we have the huge Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Now, granted, not everybody, as of this recording, has been announced for it. We have a pretty basic know of who's going to be in it. As far as who I think is going to win, as I'm looking at the participants as I talk, I really don't know, because none of these guys are really like stick out to me, to be honest. But if I had to pick one to win just off of the top of my head that sounds realistic from the list that I can see, it's either going to be between Ryback or Mark Henry, but I'm going to actually put my money on Ryback. Ryback, they've been kind of putting their kind of a push behind Ryback. I don't know why. I think the guy's terrible in the ring, but hey, I'm not in the WWE. I don't call the shots. But I do think Ryback's going to win that one. Next up is another match I'm looking forward to, the Intercontinental ladder match. Let me rephrase this. The ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. This is definitely a match I never thought would happen at WrestleMania, or at least not in this capacity. It's been a very long time since we've had a ladder match at WrestleMania for a title. I think so, yeah. So it's going to be Dolph Ziggler versus R-Truth versus Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper versus Stardust versus Daniel Bryan versus Bad News Barrett for the Intercontinental strap. Bad News Barrett, of course, being the champion. I'm definitely excited for this matchup, and I definitely think that the winner is definitely going to be Daniel Bryan. A lot of people have been behind Daniel. I am a big Daniel Bryan fan, but I'm a huge Ziggler fan. I definitely think Ziggler deserves a push over Daniel Bryan. Remember just a year ago, just 12 months ago, you know, Daniel Bryan was being pushed and he got a world title win. Unfortunately got injured and he had to relinquish the title, but still, he relinquished it, I think. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But whatever the case, he's no longer the champion because of said injury. So I definitely want Dolph Ziggler to win it, but who I realistically think is going to win it, definitely Daniel Bryan. Next up, another match I really don't care about, the United States Championship. John Cena gets a rematch against Rusev. I think it's fairly obvious that John Cena is going to win. Do I hope I'm wrong? Not really. I'm not a Cena fan. I've never been able to stand him ever since this whole babyface Superman gimmick thing has taken off for him starting back in 2005. I remember seeing the rise of John Cena and liking him, but once he became champion like 800 times, it got really, really stale and old. But seeing John Cena go for a different title is definitely something that I like, but I just don't care to see this match. I don't like Rusev. I don't like John Cena. I could give it a rat's ass less about seeing this match, but I'll definitely watch it. Who do I think is going to win? John Cena. I think John Cena will capture the U.S. title and be the first to defeat Rusev. And then, of course, you got the main event, the controversial main event, because everybody wants to all of a sudden boo Roman Reigns, which makes no fucking sense, because everybody was booing because he didn't win last year's Rumble, then he wins this year's Rumble, and everybody wants to be a hypocrite because they won't get off of Daniel Bryan's dick when Daniel Bryan already got his push. Get over it, it's over. So anyway, Roman Reigns challenges Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship. Brock Lesnar, of course, will have the great Paul Heyman at ringside. I am looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be extremely physical. I think that there's definitely going to be some serious moments, and it's going to be interesting. Will Brock Lesnar finally lose the title, or will Roman Reigns fail? Will Roman Reigns fail and give the fans what they want and lose the match? To be honest, when this thing was first being built up, when Reigns won the Rumble back in January, I had my money on Roman Reigns winning at Mania, but now I'm definitely leaning towards Brock Lesnar because the fans have just been really against Roman Reigns, and honestly, if Lesnar wins, I will understand it, even though I'd like to see Reigns as champion, just because I don't think it's the right time, because too many people are booing Reigns, and I think the fans, just like everything else they've done with with Roman Reigns, is they're just going to ruin his moment. They're going to boo him at a WrestleMania, they're going to act like a bunch of little kids, and they're all going to throw little fits and rage because for some reason all of a sudden Roman Reigns is not likable. I don't get it. I think the guy's great. I think he's entertaining. I definitely think he's the future. But what do I know, right? So I definitely think Lesnar's going to win. That's my prediction. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. WrestleMania 31 is on Sunday. I will be watching the whole thing from the kickoff all the way to the main event on the WWE Network. So I'm going to be watching like 6 hours of wrestling on Sunday. I'm definitely ready for it. Very, very excited. And yeah, I guess that's it. So you guys take care. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're still here, thank you very much for viewing the whole thing. And I will see you guys in the next. Take care.